Hello, hello everyone. Yeah, my audio is clear. Hello, can anyone confirm? Hello, yeah, it's clear now. Okay, then let's start today's session. And what what are the news today? As we look every day, headlines of the newspaper every day is related to election commission. First, sorry, uh, please let me check the today's newspaper. I think this is the tomorrow newspaper. The to where is the today newspaper? I'm sorry, it's too cold. Yeah, this is the 13. Oh no, this is mm, it's yesterday. It's yesterday. Please, yes, correct. Now let's start the session. And what are the headlines today? First is regarding Supreme Court. Supreme Court staged suspension of sentence of former BJP MLA in Unnao rape case. As we discussed uh, earlier means yesterday regarding the hearing of Supreme Court for the former BJP MLA Singer about his bail, and his bail was challenged by CBI and victims in the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court rejected the bail rejected the bail of Singer, and I think it is a very good. It's a good news for victims and for other women that his bail is suspended. Supreme Court has suspended, and he will be in jail now because I know everyone wants that such type of political leaders or anyone should not be out of jail who who is the accused who committed such type of crime. So it's very good decision by our honorable Supreme Court. What is the next news? Next news is Supreme Court pauses its judgment on Aravli's Moods new panel. Uh, Yesterday, the both news uh, was in trending. I can say everyone was waiting what will be the decision of Supreme Court in this. in these cases, and in the both cases I think both judgment comes in favor of citizen of India, as we want. Supreme Court also Supreme Court has given also same decision as we were expecting about this. So what is in news? Bench headed by CJI, and we know well that our new Chief Justice is Surya Kant, just Honorable Chief Justice Surya Kant, and he keeps number 20 decision upholding center definition of the mountain system in aviance. It proposes panel to analyze possibility of adverse ecological consequences. The Supreme Court on Monday kept in abeyance its November 20 judgment upholding a government expert panel definition restricting the world's oldest surviving mountain system, the Aravalli Range, to hills supporting an elevation of 100 meters or above. As we know that there is a decision in Aravalli Hills, and we know very well that Aravalli Hill is the oldest mountain in the world, and this started from our Delhi Raisina Hills, where the residence, or we can say the house of president, and as I know, 100-meter or above part of Aravalli Hill is restricted from mining or other things, but this stay shall remain in effect until the present proceedings reach a state of logical finality, ensuring that no irreversible administrative or ecological actions are taken based on the current framework. The court order, and with the court, our Supreme Court has directed to government that until they will not investigate it properly, and there no any logical decision taken by government, so their order of Supreme Court will be effective, and I think there will be again hearing on this, and later on the decision will come. What decision will come from our honorable Supreme Court, that will be obeyed by all. And in this decision there was a three judge bench headed by Chief Justice, our Chief Justice Surya Kant, Honorable Chief Justice Surya Kant, and took some cognizance of the widely publicized public apprehension over the restricted definitions, especially that only 1048 Aravalli Hills out of a total 12081 in Rajasthan alone would meet the 100-meter elevation threshold, and consequently the lower ranges would be stripped of the environmental protection due to them. The court agreed that if true, it would be significant regulatory lacuna in safeguarding the Aravalli. As we know, there is a many part of Aravalli Hills, and in Rajasthan only 20,081 are present. So as per the order 1048 meter, sorry, as per the order, okay, we move on the next. What the next news? Next news is from West Bengal. Mamata lays foundation for Durga Angan. What is Durga Angan? Durga Angan, Angan, Durga Angan in Kolkata, inaugurated by Mamata Banerjee, and as we know that proclaiming that she is a secular in true senses. We know very well. in true senses, but she laid down the foundation stone. She laid down the foundation stone for Durga Angan in a cultural complex of goddess Durga in new town of Kolkata. And what is the next news? There is some news of our brave soldiers. Snow patrol is going on, and these are the we can see here there are four soldiers of BSFs, and they are patrolling in Gulmarg. We know Gulmarg is a very beautiful place in Kashmir, and eh, at this time in the month of December there are too much heavy snowfall in Gulmarg because Gulmarg is in Kashmir, not in Jammu region. It is the it is above Srinagar, and there is a very tight, very heavy snowfall in Gulmarg, and but we know very that we know very well if that uh, no effect of snow on our soldiers. They perform always our duty, always their duty properly. Fire on Ernakulam Express kills one over 150 passenger evacuated. Oh, this is the news from Ernakulam Express, and there was a fire in this Tata Ernakulam Express, and one person killed in this incident, and 150 passengers evacuated. It means 150 passengers they saved by our railway staff. A passenger was killed in fire and engulfed two air-conditioned coaches of train. In two coaches, fire. In two coaches, there was a fire in Ernakulam Express, train number 18189 from Tata Nagar to Ernakulam, Tata Nagar in Jharkhand, and Ernakulam in I think is in Andhra Pradesh railway station, about 66 kilometers from here in the Vijayawada division of South Central Railway, the early hours of Monday. The other passengers had a miraculous escape. The cause of the fire is yet to be determined. Uh, Railway did not declare till time, did not say the reason of the fire, and the cause of the fire is yet to be determined. Railway is trying to find the reason behind this massive fire in two coaches of Ernakulam Express, and there was one deceased. He was Chandrasekhar Sundar of Vijayawada. He was traveling in B1 coach, and the fire was engulfed, engulfed in two. The fire was engulfed in two uh, coaches, two AC3 coaches. Okay. Now, what is the next news? Next news related to our economy. IIP. What is IIP? IIP is Industrial Index of Industrial Production, and IIP growth climbs to 25-month high. Now this is to 25 months high of 6.7% in November. IIP. So who is a economy student, banking student, they can remember this figure 6.7%. It is a 25-month high. And we move to next news. Shift trial in Anjel Chakma murder case out of Uttarakhand. Tripura tribal body to Dhami. Pushkar Dhami is the chief minister of Uttarakhand. Now let's move on the next important sections on national and international news. I'm not interested in local news. So first, this is the part of science. A twist in the tale. Are scientists wrong about dark energy? There is the in the tale. Twist in the tale. And scientists wrong about dark energy. What is the right? What is wrong? If you want to, you can read this article. I will share on Telegram group or WhatsApp group this newspaper. If you are interested, you can read it. Let's come on the sports pages. I want to contribute to women's in a sport in general and in India. Who is saying this? Sophia Gairetz. Who is Sophia Gairetz? Sophia Gairetz has been around hockey for a long time. A former Belgian star with more than 100 international caps. A rare female head coach in the competitive world of men's hockey with Belgium top tier Royal assistant with the Mannheimer HC women's squad in Germany and founder of the Antwerp Diamond FC, a girls-only football club. Guides wear multiple hats. Sophia Gairetz is a former a star player from Belgium. She played more than 100 international matches and she has more than 100 international caps. She is founder, she is coach, she is she is a very good athlete, and now she is saying that I want to contribute to women in sports general and in India. She wants to help to India in sports. And this is the Sophie Gairetz. Okay. Now let's move on the next page. We are moving from bottom to top in newspaper. So firstly we will cover all important news. What are the news? WPL, Women Premier League, and in Women Premier League, Mumbai Indians has appoints Mumbai Indians has appoints Beam as a bowling coach. Okay, next watch is Neeru Dhanda backs gold in women's trap at the nationals. Neeru won gold. Neeru wants gold in women's trap at nationals. There is a national game which is going on, and from Madhya Pradesh, Neeru from Madhya Pradesh won gold in women trap. What is the women trap? Women trap's gold in the national shooting championship. National shooting championship is going on where in Delhi, and in this championship, Neeru bags gold in women trap. Okay, now we move on the Ronaldo determined to score 1000 goals in his career. We know a star player of Portugal, Ronaldo, Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, determined to score 1000 goals in his career. Expressed his determination to score 1000 goals by the end of his career. He wants to score 1000 goals by the end of his career, and the 40 years old Portugal star is in no doubt he will get there. Oh, what is the news? He is 40 years old. Nobody can say that he is looking like 40 years old. Okay, and as per the news, no one can say that. Sorry, no one can say that he cannot achieve his aim. Everyone knows that he will achieve his 1000 goals. in his career. What is the next? In terms of the playing group, we are absolutely committed to the management route. Okay, let it leave it. One of the best wins of my career, says Ritvik. Who is Ritvik? Ritvik is a 22 years old from Tamil Nadu, and this is the Ritvik. We can see in his hand. In his hand, there is a badminton, and Ritvik is the player of badminton, and he is 22 years old, and he is from Tamil Nadu. At present, he was playing the senior national. He was playing in the senior national championship in Vijayawada. In Vijayawada, he was playing senior national championship, and he won. And he was saying that I am thrilled. My family coaches and trainers at the Houston Badminton Center Sivakasi are happy. This is my first title in two attempts at the men's nationals after previously winning the sub junior under 17 nationals. It means now he won in senior, and earlier he also won in under 17 nationals. Okay, now let's move to the next. Sardul Mulani shares the spoils as Mumbai edges past Chandigarh. Raghuvanshi proves his mettle on return. Bumrah has a quit net session in Ahmedabad. ICC rates MCG pitch as unsatisfactory, hands one demerit points. Oh, it's a big news. ICC International Cricket Council rates MCG. What is MCG? MCG Melbourne Cricket Ground pitch, and ICC told that MCG is MCG pitch is unsatisfactory. The Melbourne Cricket Ground pitch for the Boxing Day test between Australia and England has been given an unsatisfactory rating after 20 wickets fell in the first three sessions, and the match was wrapped up inside 2 days. It happened earlier with India and New Zealand also in a test series. Same thing happened this time, and the tournament is going on between Australia and England, and this tournament in the first 20 wickets fall in first three sessions. In only three sessions, 20 wickets has been fallen down. So, and match is wrapped in 2 days. So ICC is checking the condition of pitch, and pitch is unsatisfactory according to the ICC. Okay, now let's move on the next. Arjun Arjun Iragasi, we know very well, our grandmaster from Tamil Nadu. Arjun Iragasi, world bleach. Arjun is in joint lead with five others, and uh, who are the heroes of chess in India at present time, we know very well. One is D Gukesh, second is R Pragnanda, we know very well. Arjun Irigesi, V Pranav, and SL Narayanan. These are the heroes of chess in India. And at present time, Arjun Irigesi shared lead. He is in lead, but he is sharing this lead with five others at the end of the seventh round of the World Bleed Championship here on Monday. The number one seed Magnus Carlsen, and who is in number one? Magnus Carlsen. He is in leading. He is in leading in this World Bleed. Now Smriti reminds me as Gover, says Sri Lankan coach Ratnaike. Rumesh Ratnake team was at the receiving end of the Smriti Mandhana bat in the 4th 2020 on Sunday, but that did not stop him from admiring her grace. There is some positive words. Okay, Smriti, an exemplary artist who can compose masterpieces. Yeah, everybody knows Smriti Mandhana. He is an exemplary cricketer of India, and India also born in Sri Lanka currently, and India women team is in dominant, and India is seeking for the clean sweep in Sri Lanka, bristling with confidence. 5-0 verdict against the visiting Sri Lanka would be an ideal way for the women in blue to start preparation for the 2020 World Cup to be held next year. In 2026 2020 World Cup, Women 2020 World Cup will be held. Recently, Indian team has already won ICC Women's World Cup, One Day World Cup. So, what are the more news in this? I want to say injured Atkinson ruled out of fifth test. Khwaja to play in Sydney. Okay, important Kohli to turn out for Delhi against Railway on January 6. Virat Kohli will play Delhi Vijay Hazare Trophy. Yeah, Kohli has time, then he will play now for Delhi in Vijay Hazare Trophy game against the Railway on January 6 in Bangalore. There will be match in Bangalore again between Railways and Delhi in Vijay Hazare Trophy, and our hero Virat Kohli will play in this match from Delhi. DDCA President Rohan. DDCA means Delhi Development Cricket Association. Rohan Jetli said on Monday the BICC dictate for all centrally contracted players was to take part in least two games in the tournament. But Kohli wants to play third match ahead of the series against the Kiwis. Okay. Bengal Tigers edge Surma in Women's Hockey India League. Bengal Tigers edge Surma in Women's Hockey India League. Augustina Gorgelini netted the winner as Sarchi Bengal Tigers beat Surma Hockey Club 1-0. Okay, it's not important. Now let's move the next. Not satisfied with the India's response to Myanmar polls, say anti-junta rebels. This is no news from the Myanmar, and there are two party in Myanmar. Is a one is junta and another was junta rebels, and polls is going on in Myanmar. And anti-junta party wants some response in their favor from India, but India give did not give any response to the India did not responded in this. Myanmar rebels are not satisfied, so they are not satisfied with the Indian position regarding the country's election that began on December 28, said representative of multiple rebel group from Karen and Rakhine state here on Monday. There is the some places which are in where domination of the anti-junta rebels, and some in Myanmar, some places where in which there is domination of the junta junta team. At the time, after in I think in 2021 there was a military coup in Myanmar, and at present time, military is managing the whole thing of Myanmar, and they have decided election. Election is going on. So anti-junta team, rebels team, which is rebels team, multiple rebels group has made multiple rebels group have made a team against junta. China stages record military drills simulating blockade of key ports encircling Taiwan. There is now I think in some after some days these this this news will be headlines of the all newspaper if situation will be will become more worse. China launched live fire drills around Taiwan on Monday that it said would simulate a blockade of the self-ruled island key ports, prompting Taipei to condemn Beijing's military intimidation. Beijing claims Taiwan as part of its sovereign territory, and has refused to rule out using military action to seize the island democracy. The latest show of force follows a bumper round of arms sales to Taipei by the United States, Taiwan's main security backer. Beijing warned on Monday that external forces arming Taipei would push the Taiwan state into a perilous situation of imminent war, but did not mention any countries by name. What the news? News is here that Taiwan is in the support of Japan and America, USA. And Beijing China never wants that USA never wants that there should be any influence of USA and other country on Taiwan. And say China always says that Taiwan is a important part, a sovereign territory of China. Taiwan is a sovereign territory of China. Beijing, as per the spokesperson of Beijing, Thailand and Cambodia to consolidate ceasefire deal. Thailand, you know very well, there is a dispute. I can say that not this is not dispute. This is a big conflict between Thailand and Cambodia was going on, and they agree for ceasefire. And what is the news? The Thailand and Cambodia plan to rebuild mutual trust and gradually consolidate a ceasefire after weeks of border clashes. There was a border clashes between Thailand and Cambodia, and Beijing said in communique with the two countries following talk in China. In a meeting with his Thai and Cambodian counterparts in the Chinese province of Yunnan, Foreign Minister Wang Yi called the ceasefire had won. Even as the talk in China wrapped up, Thailand's army on Monday accused Cambodia of violating a newly signed trust deal by flying more than 250 drones over its territory. It is a problem. It is a problem between all country, just like earlier India, Pakistan, and other agreement between Israel and Palestine, and this is the next one, Cambodia and Thailand. That after agreement of ceasefire, one country violate the rule, and in this time, Thailand army was saying that Cambodian are violating the new signed truce deal, and they are flying. They flied more than 250 drones over its territory in the China. In the sorry, I am extremely sorry. In the Thailand territory. Amid internal opposition, Bangladesh uprising leaders ally with Jamaat for polls. There are already one leader who came from UK to Bangladesh before some days, and now next opposition, I think it is coming. Bangladesh largest Islamist party announced on Sunday a seat sharing agreement with political grouping formed by students who was spearheaded last year's uprising, some of whose members opposed the alliance. Hmm. I think this is the Nisad Islam. He is the leader of a students group, and students groups are sharing seats before election with Bangladesh's largest Islamist party. Trump says Ukraine deal closure, but territorial issue remains resolved. What Trump will do, I don't know. He wants only, this man wants only, I think this man thinks that he can do everything, but he is not getting success in anything. Like Israel Palestine war is still going on. Thailand, Taiwan, Cambodia, he was not success. China interfere in this matter. He from Trump administration has been working for a long time to establish a peaceful relation between Ukraine and Russia, but till time Trump not successful in this. And at present time, what is he saying? He is saying that closure deal is deal is going to be closed, but territorial issues remain unresolved. It means what? Territorial issue will be going on. Then I think there is no any deal between Russia and Ukraine. What is the news? North Korea test cruise missile. Kim was nuclear development. Yeah, North Korea is country is continuously working in his nuclear arms, and they are testing their South Korea is testing their different weapons, arms, nuclear arms, and there is no any control of USA, UN, and any other countries like China or Japan, South Korea, which are neighbor neighboring country of North Korea. And recently, North Korea test fired two strategic long-range cruise missiles, a state media said on Monday, hailing the exercise as a show of combat readiness against foreign threat. Leader Kim Jong-un oversaw the drill staged on Sunday and called for unlimited and sustained development of nuclear weapons. Pro-military party claims huge lead in junta-run election in Myanmar. Yeah, what will happen? We will see in election which is going on in Myanmar, and dominant pro-military party. This party is saying that pro-military party is saying that they are in lead in this election. What will be result? I think result will be in favor of this pro-military party because they have all command and control in election. Uh, what happened next? We will see. And this is Trump. This is the Netanyahu of PM of Israel, PM of President of USA. Trump and Netanyahu to meet for talks on next phases of Gaza truce. But I think Trump can't do anything in this. Trump will only speak. 13 dead, nearly 100 injured after train derails in southern Mexico. In the southern part of Mexico, one train has derailed and 30% dead in this and 100 injured. No, come on the next page. What is the business? Silver price dropped 2.5 lakh per kg on F6 but fell 28,000 by evening. Oh. We know very well nowadays the silver price is booming. Silver price is in the top, and yesterday it reached the top of all-time high 2.5 lakh per kg silver, but later on it fell 28,000 in the closing of the market. I don't know is it good time to invest in silver or not, but price is increasing day by day. What happened next? Let's see. Australia to remove tariff on Indian export from January 1. It's a good news for India. There is a very good trade deal between India and Australia, and Australia will remove the tariffs in Indian export. Australia will provide duty-free access to all Indian imports from January 1, 2026 under the Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement (ECTA). A trade agreement between two countries is called ECTA, Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement. Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement between the two countries. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal, our Commerce Minister, this is the Piyush Goyal, said this. What happened in next we will see. But from January 1 on the first day of New Year 2026, Australia will remove 100% tariff in export, whatever being export from India. Over the past 3 years of agreement has delivered sustained export growth, deeper market access, the stronger supply chain resilience, benefiting Indian exporters, MSME, farmer and workers alike. Okay, what is the next? IPS said to invest 3,000 crore. Oh, who is this? Someone is saying something. Okay, IPS said to invest 3,000 crore in poultry complex in Bihar. What is the IPA? IPA is a Indian Poultry Alliance. IPA, Indian Poultry Alliance, and it will invest 3,000 crore in poultry complex in Bihar. 300 crore. I am extremely sorry. 300 crore. And where will it will be invested in Bihar? I think it will be in eastern region of Bihar. Okay, let's we will see what happened next. Size of bank frauds rising but cases on decline. RBI. RBI is saying that bank fraud case size, it means amount is rising but cases is declining. How much decline? Let's see. During 2024-25, total number of frauds still slid to 23,879 cases. In 2024-25, there was 23,879 cases. However, the amount rose to 34,771 crore from 11,216 crore. Oh, it means in 2023-24 the amount was 11,261, but in the next year it was triple, near about triple of the amount. And what is the next? Uh, what are the next? Despite several safeguards, the technology intervention fraudsters continue to game the banking system and duped lenders and depositors, as indicated in the report by the RBI. The amount involved in bank frauds was seen rising though the number of cases were on a decline, as reported in the latest edition of report on trend and progress of banking in India 2025. During 2025, the total number of frauds decreased to 23,879 cases compared with 36,000 in previous year. But now and amount is increased. Amount was in previous year 11,261, but now the amount is 34,771. Okay, now move on the next news. India said to claim $30 billion from RIL-BP on gas output. India said that 30 billion from Reliance Industry Limited and Bharat Petroleum on gas output. Okay, now move on some more news. Indian Navy stitched sailing vessel INSV Kautilya sets off for Oman. Oh, it's a very good news. This is can you see, very beautiful, very beautiful vessel of India. Name of this vessel is INSV Caudinia. The Indian Navy stitched sailing vessel. This is the stitched sailing vessel. Okay, this is the stitched sailing vessel, and it is going to Muscat, Oman now. INSV Caudinia, the Navy pioneering stitched sailing vessel built using traditional technique, embarked on her maiden overseas voyage from Gujarat's Porbandar to Muscat on Monday. The historic expedition marks a major milestone in India's efforts to review, understand, and celebrate its ancient maritime heritage through a living ocean voyage, according to a defense release. Okay, then I'm only telling about the important thing about this news. This is the INSV Indian sailing vessel Condinia, and it's set up for Oman, Muscat, Oman, and this is the stitched sailing vessel, which is showing our heritage, our tradition, long, uh, rich tradition of India. And this is the 65-meter long vessel, 65-meter long vessel, and it will cover. There are 18 sailors in this vessels, and they will cover 14,000 kilometer, 14,000 not sorry 1,400 kilometer from Gujarat to Muscat. Okay. Opposition condemns harassment of Japanese tourists over attire in UP. It is very bad news. We know our This is our culture that everyone who comes in India, they are our God. They are like our God. Tourists are like God who is incoming India, Atiti Devo Bhava, and being harassed in some places. This is the very bad news. Okay, what is the next? Lalit Modi's apology over remark on viral video. Oh, deserted person. IPL former league founder Lalit Modi apologized. Uh, this Vijay Malia and Lalit Modi both are in living in London. They are enjoying their life in London, and mm, they are committing, they are doing something that is not in favor of Indian favor. So before some days, Lalit Modi and Vijay Malia both were telling that they are the two biggest fugitives of India. But later on, he applied for this. I request to Indian government, to our Prime Minister Modi ji, that as soon as possible, this the both fugitives Malia and Modi should be in India. Okay. Next, gearing up the host mega AI summit in February. Oh, it's so important. This is the think logo. AI Impact Summit. Where will be held? AI Enter Summit will be held in India in 2026, and the Union government proceeding with the AI Impact Summit organization at a scale comparable to the G20 summit in 2023, according to estimated participation number and the number of pre-summit events underway and planned. The event is set to see participation from 15 to 20 heads of state. Around 1 lakh participants were expected to the main event in February. It is a very big number. 1 lakh participants will be in event. India is going to held. India is going to be held AI Impact Summit in 2026 in Delhi. India have already successfully conducted G20 summit in 2023. G20 is the witness of our success, our planning coordination. We can do a big task. It is it was seen by all over the world. While Mr. Krishnan did not refer to the G20, he outlined that the annual AI summit, a multilateral setup which began from Bletchley Park in the UK in 2022, Swell the following years, and Paris in 2024, where was handed to reins for 2000. It means the first AI summit was held in UK in 2023, second in Seoul, South Korea in 2024, third was in Paris in France, and fourth India, which was handed by the France to India for 2026. And India is very well preparing for it. And there would 27 countries which participate, including India, in this summit. Eventually, 28 countries signed the declaration in Bletchley Park. By the time we come to France, there were more than 100 countries participating in various forms. Okay, DAC gives its note for defense purchase worth 79,000 crore. It means, what is the DAC? DAC means Defense Acquisition Council. Defense Acquisition Council gives its notes for defense purchase worth 79,000 crore. The 79,000 crore package is aimed at strengthening the operational capabilities of the Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force. This 79,000 crore expanded will be extended for will be expanded to aim to strengthen the India's operational capabilities. And we know we will every time each time the Defense Acquisition Committee was chaired by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. It means Defense Minister is responsible for chairing this committee, Defense Acquisition Committee. And in this meeting, 79,000 crore will be approved by the our defense minister. According to Minister of Defense, DSC approved the procurement. According to Defense of Minister of Defense, the amount has been already approved. DSC approved. It has been already approved. And loiter monitoring system for artillery regiments. Low level. What will be will be in procurement? Artillery regiments, low light vehicle, low level lightweight radars. Radars will be procurement will be in radars, guided rocket ammunition, and Pinaka multiple launch rocket MRLS system, and integrated drone detection and interdetection system Mark II for Indian Army. The Lohit munition system will enable precise the latter munition system will enable precision strikes against tactical targets, while the low-level light. These are the role of the all thing which will be procured in this amount 79,000 crore. If you are interested, you can study this. Now it's too long, and I think now comes on the editorial part. Who is this? This is our Prime Minister, and who is this? I want to say New Zealand Prime Minister. Okay, okay. Christopher Luxon. Christopher Luxon. This is the Prime Minister of New Zealand, Christopher Luxon. Recently, India and New Zealand signed trade agreement, and there is the detail of this. What is the India New Zealand free trade agreement? If anyone wants to read, they can read this. In this trade, why is the India slating new FTA? Why is Myanmar voting amid conflicts? Why Myanmar voting amid conflict? There is the conflict going on, voting going on, and persons are voting also. All are going on in Myanmar. Okay. Now come on the detail part. You all the kit foundations for India's next growth phase. An article is written by Hardeep S. Puri. He is a petroleum and natural gas minister. Petroleum and natural gas minister Hardeep Singh Puri. I will fast study in this. As 2025 draws to a close and loud headlines are easy to spot, but what is easier to miss is the quicker work of governance. The steady week after the week clearing of bottlenecks. The cumulative push is what I mean by Reform Express 2025. India crossed about 4.1 trillion in nominal GDP and overtook Japan as the world's fourth largest economy. A Standard and Poor upgraded India's sovereign rating to BBB after 18 years, signaling that micro story has acquired durability, not just a speed. In an uncertain world where political churn has become the norm, India's stable leadership makes reform credible, and credible reforms convert private caution into the private investment. I have seen across negotiating tables from the GATT and WTO system of multilateral forum that rules are only as good as the incentives they create. When procedures are opaque, discretion expands, and then even well-intentioned policy ends up discouraging enterprise. When procedures are clean and time-bound, competition thrives, investment plans get executed, and jobs follow. India total export hit 825.25 billion during 2025, representing an annual growth of over 6%. Growth of over 6% and 825.25 billions in 2024. To support this volume of trade, the government introduced several digital tools such as the Trade Connect e-platform, a single digital window for exporters, and the Trade Intelligence and Analytic TIA portal for providing real-time market data. What about the trade agreements? Recent trade agreements. India UK Comprehensive Economic CETA between India and UK agreement signed in July 2025 created a stronger platform for Indian exporters with wide duty-free access and clear pathways for service and skill mobility. In December 2025, India signed a comprehensive economic partnership agreement with Oman, strengthening a strategic economic corridor for goods, services, and investment. India also concluded negotiations for a free trade agreement with New Zealand, expanding India's reach into high-value market and setting a template for disciplined, commercially meaningful agreements. India's startup sector expanded to include over 2 lakhs government-recognized startups, which helped create more than 21 lakh jobs. The Open Network for Digital Commerce (ONDC) processed over 326 million orders, averaging more than 5.9 lakh daily transactions. Additionally, the government e-market GEM saw its cumulative transaction value cross 16.41 lakh crore, with 11 lakh micro and small enterprises receiving orders worth over 7.35 lakh crore. India also improved its position in the Global Innovation Index, which is 38 among 139 countries. Economic efforts to simplify business operations resulted in the education reduction of over 46,000 complaints and the discrimination of 4.85 legal provisions. By late November, the National Single Window System processed more than 8.29 lakh approvals in infrastructure planning and also saw changes as the PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan open to the private sector, and the project monitoring group portal has onboarded over 3,000 projects value at more than 76 lakh crore. Okay, thank you everyone. If you want, you can take this from my channel, and it's now time is over. Now I am going to end up this session. Thank you. Good night everyone. See you tomorrow.